Hi, I'm Pete. I'm an IT manager. Today I want to talk about...
Pete, heads up. We've been hacked.
What happened?
My password is my birthday. Well, everyone knows that. February 14th.
Why would everyone...
I don't get how these people figure this stuff out.
I think I do. Have you ever updated it?
Yes, I changed it to Valentine's Day.
Okay, we're protected with Connection Security Services.
You just gotta be more careful, Pete.
Okay, yep.
For hardware, software, support, and empathy. For Pete's sake, connect with Connection.
The level of connection you feel in your home dramatically influences your experiences there. Get the tools to control that connection in your communities with the first multifamily platform that unifies management and resident experiences to create smart apartments. Talk to a RealPage consultant today to see how your properties can meet the future of multifamily with the Smart Building Suite.
Hello. Hello.
Right. Good morning, you positive people. What's happening?
Morning.
The most positive.
Good morning, the Honorable Antonio. Morning.
Thank you, sir. I sure appreciate you. We had us a good day on Android for Clubhouse. Good day. Good day on Android for Clubhouse. Apple, on the other hand, didn't get back started till I think midnight, and I'm not even sure if it's still going. So we got to work all that out. I don't, and
It's still going.
It was the young folk that you Android folk was flawless, perfection, easy to get it through, no problem. Yeah, I know. Brush your shoulders off, Android folk. They had no problem. And these rich iPhone folk messed up on the first try. It don't even make no sense. It don't even make no sense. I know. So that ends the Android Apple debate. The Android's better. That just did at least better at following instructions. There you go.
Antonio, did you bump your head?
Listen. Android went right on through, no problems whatsoever. And Apple hit a screeching halt 5 minutes after the call. 5 minutes, screeching halt. But I'm sure you all are excited, and you all should be able to see the potential of the platform and why it is becoming a very big deal. So good job to you who are there. I'm already on it. It's already pulled up. Look, Deanna's talking about lost video. I already got it pulled up. I ain't gotta do nothing. It's already up. We're gonna watch 3 minutes of lost video, and y'all gonna like it. So the first thing I want us to do is I want to put the link in chat, and without any reason at all, I want you to go to that link and like the video. Just hit the little thumb up the same way. You got plenty of practice from Facebook. Plenty of practice. Go ahead right now. I'm not even going to share it. Just go ahead and
Thank you.
Yeah, just stop paying attention to me and go on to that video. In fact, let me keep refreshing and see. Right now, I was the 6th like. Let me see what's happening here. All right, got a 7. Can we get an 8? Now listen. Don't be no hater now, because ain't nobody gonna like your stuff. Be a hater. Let's help the algorithm. Let Lost see more people. It could have been you had you applied ATS teachings and did everything that we teach you to do. Law is, I think Phil said this Monday, one of our, if not our greatest students. Yes, law, but yes, that's good. That is good. Law by. Can you unmute your mic just for a second? Phil,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna bite off Phil. I went up to 15. 15 likes that fast. Yes.
Come on. Yeah, but come on.
Yes,
well, let me like it myself.
yes.
Let me get that 16, 8 times 2.
Go.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm in there.
That's it. You're in there. All right. This is, do me a favor, Grace, copy and paste that link.
I was number 16.
All right. Susan was number 16. Copy and paste that link for these people that just logged on. For no reason at all, y'all, we're going to YouTube and liking Lost video. For no reason. You ain't even got to watch it yet. Just go on and go, because this is what group economics is about. When you drop you a video, we're going to do the same thing for you. Does that make sense?
I genuinely liked it, Law. I just want you to know I genuinely liked it.
And did it.
I didn't just like it for no reason.
Okay.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you.
And he's an Android user. See, so Android users are more genuine than iPhone users. See, there it is.
That's
again.
exactly right.
Android's just winning all day. It just share it on Facebook page. See that? That's Amanda gets group economics. How many likes we at now? Repost it again too. Deanna, you see how many likes we at? You repaste the link. What's going on out there? And listen,
she must be Android.
You know what? Because she shared it to her Facebook page. You're right. There it is. Android is winning today. Android is winning today. I like it. And Sugar put it on her Facebook page. She got an Android too. That's 20. I'm so proud of y'all. That is nice. Good job. Good job.
Y'all trying to make me tear up. Y'all know
yes,
I'm
we
strong,
is.
Man.
Yes, and so here's what's going to happen. People are going to Google Clubhouse, YouTube Clubhouse, same thing, and they're going to see, man, this video got 20 likes. Okay. Now, if you have time, you can drop a comment or two. Okay. Well, just one comment to do. This is how you. I don't want to say manipulate. Oh, look,
Chris was the first comment this morning.
Yes. Let's see. Fantastic information. All right, I'm the third comment. That's it. Just keep. I know I'm asking a lot. I know I'm asking. Listen, I get it. I know that I'm asking you in an air-conditioned environment to move your thumbs just a few keystrokes. I know that's a lot. I know it is. I know. I know that. No, seriously, that's a lot because there are people doing construction right now that's been at work since 6 a.m. and won't even eat lunch until 12. They hungry by 8:30 a.m. Mixing sheetrock in. Well, they don't mix sheetrock. Mixing concrete and shoveling dirt and all sorts of stuff. All right then, good. I know I'm asking a lot. Korea said it's the sarcasm for me. I know I'm asking a lot, but just go ahead. We would do the same for you. May we create a culture or continue a culture in which we are our greatest economy. Can I get some claps for that? Thank you. Nobody should buy from Amanda better than us. You understand? Yes. All right, there it is. Nobody. If LaVon decide to go into the embalming business, then we ought to go die right now. No, I'm just joking. That's a little too far. Don't do that. That's a little too much support. That's a little too much support. Little too much. Hey, I'm gonna die so you can embalm me. Get some practice. Nah, that's a little too much support. But you get the point.
If they did, Antonio, I've got the funeral home. So if they did, well, then, I got the funeral home. We can embalm you now. Yeah.
There's a guy who's now city council down here in this town. His name is E.R. Johnson. And I asked him one day, man, how's the business going? He owns a funeral home. He said, man, they dying to get in here. That's it. I was so tickled. I don't know why. I mean, I saw that joke coming. It makes sense. But it just tickled me. They dying to get in here. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I'm sorry, y'all. That must be a dad joke. And since I'm a dad, it makes sense now. So there you go.
You know what the biggest problem of the funeral director is?
What's that?
How not to smile at a $15,000 funeral.
Man. Speaking of a $15,000 funeral, the lady who adopted me, her husband died. And it was just a $6,000 conversation from the beginning. and any syllable after that, the price went up. Any syllable after that, the price went up. There you go. Well, let's pay attention real quick. Thank you. Post that link one more time. I know my mic changed. I unplugged my headphones. Plug the link. We're posting the link one more time. Go to Law's link on YouTube and like it for no reason or genuine reasons. Right now, let's support, comment as well before I show you the video. I'm just going to show 3 minutes because it's 19 minutes long, which is not long at all. But what we're going to do, the reason we're doing this is because I want to highlight something to you. I want to highlight the group economics of things. I want to highlight economics of things. And I also want to tell you that Law seized an opportunity like his of ATS. He documented what he was doing. He learned about Clubhouse, got on Clubhouse, discovered Android versus iPhone and 2 different platforms by accident yesterday in the last meeting, and then created content out of it. How hard was that? Yeah, Phil's clapping, and that is very clappable, y'all. He showed you what you can do about anything. And for that reason, I want to support the video, but I want to show you because this is everything ATS teaches. Go ahead, Phil.
To quote Christ, and you go for and do also.
That's it. You go forth and do also. And let me refresh it so we can get the real count. 24.
Hey, I'm Lord Loho, and I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Bring some joy to someone. Share this video. And if you're new, be sure to hit that bell so you can stay up to date with all of my new videos. Thank you. All
right, let's stop right there. Did y'all see what he did first? Okay. Boy, you've been with ATS a little bit. You've been with ATS a little bit. I wasn't even trying to make this a teaching moment.
I got that from you.
I know you did. That is exactly what you're supposed to do. All right, come on.
Watching. Great rising, my beautiful rockers. How's everyone feeling? I am Lord Loho, and this is another product review. Today's product is actually this new craze that's going on called Clubhouse. It's a new media platform. How they describe it is an invite-only socializing podcast.
You don't even know what all old age.
Podcast. It's essentially what it is. It's social media meets podcast. So it's this new craze. It is on the Play Store. It's on Apple's App Store as well. It started out as 11 earlier this week as far as the number in which it was and downloads in the app stores, and then it went up to 8. It could have went up even more now. I don't know, but that was the last check and it was at number 8. So what is Clubhouse? Because everyone is going insane over Clubhouse. To do a review on iOS versus the Android platform because it is 2 totally different experiences. So before I go even deeper into it, let me just show you how it looks on the App Store. And keep in mind, this is going to be the thumbnail for this video. Can you see that there? Can you see it? iOS versus Android. So as you can see, iOS is in the top portion of it. Do you see that Clubhouse icon for iOS? You see that beautiful man there? It's a beautiful black man there. Nice curly hair. He has a guitar. He is serenading someone, and I want to be a part of that serenation. But unfortunately, I'm using an Android device and an Apple device. But my sole device is Android, and it's a total different experience. And then you go down now. Go down, you see Android. Android is down there in the Clubhouse with the finger. What's up with that finger? What are you telling me about this finger here? Are you telling me that we are on our way up? Or are you just giving me the finger? Which one is it? Because iOS has a better thumbnail than Android. Now, I'm gonna get deeper into this, okay? But I just had to get my feelings out, right? Because when I've been in Clubhouse, I've been using this term, what is Clubhouse, in my feelings. And the best way to describe Clubhouse for Android, for iOS versus Android, is the movie Soul Plane. Have you ever seen the movie Soul Plane with Kevin Hart? There's one clip of Soul Plane where you have some people in the back of the plane, right? And they're holding on to the bars. They're like strap hangers on the MTA train system. That is how Clubhouse is for Android, okay? And then you move on to iOS. iOS got Crystal. They in the front. They in first class. They being served. It's a different experience. All right, let's get into it. iOS Clubhouse. Let me get my other device because yes, I do got both devices, Apple and Android V40 LG. Let's get into it. All right, let me go into my little Apple. All right, so I got Clubhouse open up on the Apple device. Now keep in mind, okay, there is no glitz and glamour here in this video. I ain't up to that yet, okay? So if you want some animation, you want some thrills, you want some dissolve, some sparkles, pretend it's there because you ain't getting it in this video. You just getting it raw and real and you're gonna get some humor with that, okay? So I got it both open. This is the Apple, right? iOS, it is open there. I'm trying to make sure you don't get no glare on it within.
All right, I hope y'all got to see that. Come on, y'all clap for Law and mute your mic.
Law.
Very informative. That is Law Loho. Law, take a bow. Won't you unmute your mic and tell us something?
Thank you kindly. It has been a great 3 days using this app. I implore you all to go and check it out, whether it's the Android experience or the iOS experience. Either way, it's a great time and just continue to learn. And I think there might be a part 2, so stay tuned to it as I continue to embark on it. Appreciate you guys.
Law.
Brilliant.
Yes.
They've stopped the video right where my question was. And there was a glare, so I don't know if the glare went away, but I'll watch the whole thing later. On Apple, there's just a straight Clubhouse, but it's some sort of project management. The one I see that looks like it is Clubhouse drop-in audio. Is that it?
That's the one that you want to utilize, the one with the pretty black man. The one with project management is another company.
Right, that's what I figure, but before I download anything, I make triple sure. So
absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I sure appreciate you. Good job, Law. Good job. One more time, y'all clap for him. Now,
always delivering.
Yes. Now, during that video, we moved to another television set. We did. Can you tell?
Oh, shoot!
I was looking in the back. I'm trying to figure out what was going on.
Yes. That's not a virtual background. We've been stepping stuff up. This is the set for MExit News.
Wow.
All right. Now it'll be a bunch of stuff happening, nevertheless, and it's actually quite huge. It's actually super huge. I can go right, I can go left. This is actually the biggest set that we have. It's good to own everything. Now, no, you can clap again. I because we invested some money into it. Yes. I have questions now because they just want to show you the background. We need to poll the audience. Yes, we need to poll the audience. Now, here is what MExit News is. I have every intentions. Before I tell you that, here's what it is. It is your best place to get your news to get out the middle class. Everybody follow me. How many of you understand you don't really need to know anything about politics to get out the middle class? So we don't talk about politics on MExit News. Okay, I thought y'all would have been happy about that. I thought you. If we ain't talking about politics,
just money.
Yeah, if we ain't talking about politics, it's kind of hard to be left or right, ain't it? You understand? The only time that we would ever bring up politics is when it's messing with your money. You get it?
Love
money. If it's messing with your money, we're gonna bring up the politics. For instance, in 2016, the lady named Betsy DeVos, you heard of her? Became the vice president, not a vice president, you know what I'm saying? Though. She became over the education.
DeVos.
Devos, thank you. Not messing with your money particularly, but guess what I would have told you had MExit news been out? I would have said, Jerry, here's a fantastic time to invest in charter schools. And I would have told you why. But I'm not saying that in hindsight. Guess what I did when she became overeducation? I started investing in charter schools because I understood that left and right both like charter schools, and she was a champion of charter schools. So if anything was going to happen and pass in the next 4 years, it was going to be charter schools.
She's Rich DeVos's wife from Amway.
Oh, now that I did not know.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Tempest, come holler at me.
No, that wasn't a way for attention.
Oh, okay. I know what you. I forgot who you are. Definitely. Now, I got a couple of questions, and I want to ask you. And this is what this meeting is about. What's today? Thursday. Okay, we got some time. My first question to you would be, how often do you want real news that gets you out the middle class? Before I start defining what all that is, let's keep it as vague as possible. I would like some feedback. I'm listening.
3 days a week?
3 days a week is one. Okay. The daily is what Jaquita said. That makes sense.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. All right. So daily and when good stuff break in. I did not think of that, Phil, but you tend to think of stuff I don't think about. So there you go. That works. That works. I did not think about that. That actually makes a lot of sense. Had I thought about that, I probably wouldn't be poll of audience. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Anybody else? We've got daily, we got breaking, we got daily and breaking. We've got 3 days a week. Anybody else? Got more daily. Ken says daily. All right. I'm noticing all the people who make real money saying daily. Go ahead, Jerome. Go ahead, Jerome. You want to say something?
Yeah. I would love for it to be daily, but being you're just starting it, I don't think it should be daily starting out. Down the road, it should be daily. So that way you can get the bugs and the whatever. Because I think it's important. I think it's going to be fantastic. But if you're going to compete with everybody else, get the bugs out, get the junk out, and then blow them away. But if you try to do it every day, just come out the gate, you might look a little silly. And you're not the looking silly kind of person.
No.
Yeah, but the other side of that coin, the quicker he does it, the quicker he gets through the flat part of his learning curve.
That's true too.
That is exactly. Because I can tell you, we record today. I can tell you that for sure. I can tell you that for sure. Learning. Chris over here stealing, y'all. He over here seen it already put something between him and Law. They post content during class. Yeah, buddy, they ain't doing no jump. Now, both of you have good points. They do have good points. We will shoot for every day. We'll shoot for every day. And not because I just decided, I'm polling my audience. Amanda said daily and breaking, but I'm noticing those accustomed to making 6 and 7 figures said daily. You kind of want to listen to when your market is full of 6 and 7 figures talking about daily. Let's just call a spade a spade. Do you understand what I'm saying? Corinne says she daily on the bandwagon. All right, daily it is, which makes good sense. Which means, Deanna, I have to be with this crazy thing that is out there. I'm not sure if you ever heard of it. It's called discipline. It's one of those crazy things. I have to be disciplined, Deanna, and you have to be disciplined because you can't bring news that's late. Right. Today on MExit News, Donald Trump wins the presidency of the United States. Really? What? Wait, what? Okay, well, I won't be listening to this news station no more. No, you can't bring in news that is late because it's no longer.
No fake news.
No fake news. No fake news at all. All right, let me tell you what's going. I showed you yesterday. Actually, I don't think
Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
What type of news is it, and what type of breaking news are you talking about?
Well, breaking news, I'm not talking about anything because that just got made up. So
Yeah, I know. I mean,
yeah.
it's not. I mean, it's not political. It's not this or that. What is your news about?
I'm about to show you the outline right now.
MExit.
That's what
it's
I
about
thought.
the middle class exit. That's what it's about. It's the MExit news.
I got you. I'm about to show you, right? Oh, hold on. Let me make up a new note real quick.
I wondered if you had broken it down. That was
why. Oh, I got it completely broken down. No, I got you. Hold on. I'm
you know, my strategic mind.
I got you. I got it right here. I'm deleting stuff. All right, here we go. Share my notes now. Deleting and making it bigger so y'all can see. Here's the layout. There's a monologue for the first 5 minutes. Then there's an economic story or stories for the second 5 minutes. A financial story, business story, technological story, women in tech story, and that's on purpose. That's completely on purpose. Different from this. Things you should know, which is, I would say, more of things that are both. Actually, let me come back and explain all this. And then there's a main story for 25 minutes. Okay. So that's the layout. That's the layout. It was everything that I could think of that matters to y'all because, I don't know, this morning I'm already maybe 80 something articles deep. That's all I do. I'm like Warren Buffett. Ever since I found out Warren Buffett just reads all day when I was younger, that's the same doggone thing I did. I said, well, fine, you're not going to pass me up. I'm going to do it all day too. You know what I'm saying? So this is the layout. This is a strategic layout here. Now, this is what this looks like on the first episode. All of these, except for one of them, have multiple stories in it. And then there's a big story in which we go into great detail because you need to understand what's going on. And it's a lot. Everybody got me so far? It's a lot. It's a lot. To give you an idea of more, well, I don't want to give you an idea. More than that. But
How about psychology? How about psychology?
Yeah.
News and psychology.
Yeah. News and psychology will work. That will work. And I can add that in. I can add anything in because of the structure I'm not telling you about. I can add anything in though. Definitely can. Because anything can go right here in this monologue section. Anything can go in that monologue section. Why did I do the monologue section? It makes sense because, as Phil pointed out, news breaks, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Good morning, everybody. We want to tell you what just happened 10 minutes ago. You get it? Mm-hmm. Everybody follow me so far? Mm-hmm. All right. I can even be motivational right here if I wanted to, or inspirational or transformational, whatever I wanted to do. I like freedom. If you don't know nothing else about me, I hate rules. I hate rules. Me and Phil, I hate rules. Man, I like freedom, and I need to structure some sort of freedom in there. So that's the structure. It's bigger than that, but that is the basic skeleton. Any questions so far before more questions, the more I can bring out. Any questions so far?
I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about MExit per se, but you have that genius over there, Bob, who is doing some iconic things right now in this moment. How do you edit the title of your room on Clubhouse within the Apple? I haven't figured that out yet.
I don't think you can. I think you have to end the room, which when you leave the room ends, and then you start backing up another room. Or have you already
No, I mean like edit
Oh, you haven't
the
done it.
name of it. No, I haven't figured it out, and I know Bob did it because I see it.
Yeah, it's on the. Oh, if you want to answer, but I did it yesterday. Oh, when you start the room, I know it's top right, and it doesn't look like it, but you'll see it. He's finna answer real quick.
So it's like it's in the beginning before you even start the room, because I was looking at it right now. I don't think you can edit it while doing your room, but like before it has like you were saying on the top right, the option where you can like edit whatever title you want to put it, and it even allows you to put emojis. So pretty much your whole keyboard is accessible. You can edit the title.
So here's the.
So edit it before you create.
Right. So here's start room, and right here. When you get these options, real small, it says add topic. See that add a topic? Oh. And that's where you do it. Yeah. That's where you do it. That's where you do that right there. And then you name the topic, you put the name in and then choose which type of room you want. That's how that works. Good.
Gotcha. Okay, so part 2 is coming shortly because that's not how it's done on Android. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Didn't know that. Good stuff. Now, well, any questions? Does anybody have any questions? I'm being vague, so you should have questions. Any questions, and then I will open up more details. The only reason I'm being vague is not to insult your intelligence. I don't want to lead you somewhere and get the information I want. You get what I'm saying? If I say too much, I'm only going to get information that Your Honor, objection. He's leading the witness. I'm only going to lead you somewhere, and I'm going to get that information. Who among you has a question? Anybody? 5.
I do.
Yes.
And this also has to do with Clubhouse. Is it can we search for people with iPhones? Because I am an Android, and I tried searching for Adrian yesterday with her title God Got Goons, and I could not find her.
Yes, you cannot search anyone with iPhones right now. Right now, It's 2 different platforms. Well, yes, it's one social media with 2 different platforms.
Okay.
And who knows what they do after beta phase? I'm pretty sure I don't know. I'm sure like many startups, they don't have much of a what you call it, a money-making model, a business, a model to make money, because, are they going to advertise? If they do advertise, what does that look like? Does that, in the middle of your station, it's got to be audible advertising because this is an audio station, or do the advertisers be the only people with videos? Who knows? They get to test it out. Go ahead, Chris, and then Amanda.
Yeah, I think I read in the little, community blog, they were saying like this is basically the beta phase, but also that you're trying to tweak everything before doing a mass release.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Beta means, well, it depends. Break, early, test. Break it early or before early test application, something like that. There you go. It means break this, basically. This is beta, break it. Yeah, y'all get it? Like, this is beta, break it, please. Yeah, I need you to break it. If you don't break it, then because only the pioneers are going to do it anyway. And pioneers don't, I'm sorry, I went too fast for y'all. Pioneers is a type of buyer, 1.5 or 2.5%, filling over statistics. And they love prototypes. Don't need much convincing. They typically buy the first time they hear something. Very few people. And they don't mind starting with Zoom and 2 years later going to 4K. Who did I just describe?
Chiquita.
Us. Yes, ATS. Chiquita, yes. You get it? They don't mind that at all. Tiffany is too funny. She sent me a private message and it started off with, "Do not read out loud." All caps. So let me not read this. I know. So
all right, you ready? It's 2.5% are innovators. 13.5% are early adopters. 34% are early majorities. 34% are late majorities, and 16% are laggards.
There you go. Yeah, I got those. The
So you know when
probably
you're
in the middle
talking to
box.
somebody, 50% of the people aren't interested in starting be involved with new stuff. Late majority and laggards are 50%.
You got it? There's a lot of implications there that you should be understanding. Number one, you probably ain't talking to enough people and you're quitting, ain't you? I know a few of y'all. Yeah, send me text messages. You say, you know, I think I got to change my whole business. I need to throw it all away. How many people you talk to? 12. 50 of them ain't gonna buy from you anyway right now. So you gotta go past, you gotta go get past a certain number to get some feedback. So thank you very much, Phil. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna come back to those questions from Kareem. Let me get Amanda first, and then I'll get Law and his question. Amanda,
I was wanting to let Abby know Adrian is on Android, just like Abby is, because I have both of them on my Clubhouse and I'm Android. So if Abby goes to my profile, because she's already following me, she'll find Adrian. Adrian doesn't have a picture. It just says God got goons something.
Oh, okay. Thanks so much, Amanda. I'll try.
No problem.
Okay, well, I really need to use Amanda's voice somewhere. I really need to figure out a way to use her voice. Send this to me, Alana, please. Use her voice. I need to start some podcast or something with her voice. And
she could be the introduction voice to the news program.
She sure could. She sure
could. That would be fun.
Yeah, buddy. Nah, that voice is awesome. That voice is awesome. Law Load Holt. Wardrobe change law. Yeah. Come on.
I like that. I really wish and like if I could remember my question, but right now I don't. Thank you.
Okay. Tempest, I do not is the answer to your question. I do not. I see no, I do not. I do not is the answer to your question. Make sure she heard me. Corinne, can you do me a favor and get on the mic and read these to me? I do far better. I am an audible learner, y'all, more than I am a. Okay, well, you can ask them out loud. There you go. If you want to ask it out loud, go ahead.
Okay, so really to bring it back focus, because I really want to know more about the news, that way I can connect and just, see the vision of it. So I was just inquiring to see how will the new news platform cover ATSBU, Clubhouse, since, that's a really hot and popular topic. And we found out through this platform, in ways to gain economic freedom, entrepreneurship, and ownership, etc.
Yes, it will not cover ATSBU at all. Yes, not at all. Zero, ever. It won't. That's not. That the vision is bigger than that, and I'll come back to that here after I answer the other questions. In her question, it will have commercials. If I want to do a mid-row or in-row, that will be, but it won't ever cover it. It'll be in the show notes, but it won't ever cover it. It would most certainly, everything about it is entrepreneurship. Let me share my screen again. Entrepreneurship will be covered in almost every single section, even when it's not talking about entrepreneurship, because every last one of these have everything to do with entrepreneurship. So I'm going to come and explain these here in a second because they now are relevant to your question, and they make me be unvague here in a second.
Great.
No doubt. And so actually I can start answering them all now and I'll answer your question. And it looked like you reminded Law of his question. Let's see. Basically, well, let me share my screen. It'll be easier.
Antonio, the monologue entail?
Whatever I want.
Is that, who will be doing that? You?
Me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because I was thinking of Jerry and Law somewhere in there with, how well they did at the conference.
It does make sense. It does make sense. I've been thinking about something similar as well. I've got some ideas about that. I will come back to that. I will come back to that because that's a fantastic idea. That's a fantastic idea. Yeah, I've been thinking about that, Susan, plus the occasional expert to come in too. The expert to come in too, and I've been thinking about that as well. But
this is kind of like, you're kind of like doing what John Oliver does. That's
yeah, pretty much, absolutely, doing what John Oliver does, and that's actually half of the structure. The 5 minute. That most certainly would be John Oliver. That's where I would have got that from. No, actually, not the 5 minute. The 25-minute main story. That's where I would have got that from John Oliver. That's what I meant to say. And because his main story is fantastic, and that is the same way he goes deep in journalism is the same way the 25-minute main story is as well. And that is straight John Oliver-esque. There's no doubt about it, because that's what I was thinking about when I designed it. The other part of the inspiration, I guess I took two liberals to do this more though, is Real Time with Bill Maher. That's where the monologue would come in at. Yeah, so where the monologue would come in at, because things happen and they happen, and I need the freedom to address things that are happening now, so the news could be fresh.
Even the Daily Show.
Even the Daily Show, absolutely. Even the Daily Show. I even went over there to, what's his name? Tucker. What's Tucker name? What's Tucker name?
Chris Tucker?
No. Fox News Tucker.
Mother Tucker
Carlson.
Tucker Carlson. There you go. Mother Tucker. Yeah. Tucker Carlson. There's some things that he does that are absolutely fantastic, and you'll see a few of those in there too. You'll see a few of that in there too. But nevertheless, so that's that. Now, the
Chris Como too.
Oh man, yeah, he's good. He's very good. Yeah, he's very
Rachel
good.
Maddow.
She's super good. And she does. So I tell you what she does better than everybody else. Her social media presence is better than everybody else who does it. The way she does Twitter with her news, nobody's competing with Rachel on that. Nobody. It's impossible. I didn't even know she had a show. I knew she had a Twitter.
That's really opinion, not news, isn't it?
Sure, that's opinion. Yeah, sure, that's opinion.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, definitely. But her social media is fantastic, and that's how she caught my attention many years ago. That's how she caught my attention. So Twitter is fantastic. Let me pause real quick before I finish answering the question. Shaquita, let me hear from you.
I put my hand down because I forget.
I forgot. That's why I was trying to help you before you forgot.
But I think it was about crap. Well, I'm gonna tell you the thing I do remember. On the Beverly Hills side experience of Clubhouse, y'all don't make me I'm not an Apple person. I had to go buy a freaking iPod Touch just so I could be able to do this. But I saw that I joined some groups that Tempest and Deanna were in, the tech, Black in Tech, and something else. So when you get your club, is that what that'll be? Is that the example?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Of what you are. Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. Tim said they make iPods still?
Yes, they do. My sister said it's an in-between product for people who don't want to commit to Apple phones.
Of course they do. Of course it's an in-between product. Of course. Law, let me hear from you to see if it's part of this question.
Yes, I have a twofer. First part of it is, will the newscasting program only be you, or will you have newscasters?
Guest will be here.
Awesome. And the part 2 of it. Oh, I'm about to say I forgot it. The part 2 of it. Okay. Thank you guys so much for the comments and stuff. Man, there's lots of comments on this video. This is awesome. Thank you. What I wanted to ask is for the algorithm. Should I just reply to all the comments at once, or kind of break it up throughout the day?
No, you just reply to every last comment. Doesn't matter how. But if you can get all that in an hour, you'll be doing good.
All right, that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
All right, there you go. You'll be doing good. Back to Corinne's question. Oh,
Hey,
yes,
Tony,
sir, Jerome.
Is it an accident that you're starting this news
Not at all.
television show at the same time that law is coming to Texas? Is that an accident? Or is that just
I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. That I did not think of. I did not think of that.
Thank you for that plug, Roman. You know, I want to be on TV. You know what it is.
Definitely did not think of that. Chiquita.
If he don't use you, law, and what he do? He crazy. But he is crazy, but he real crazy. Okay.
That makes some sense. Chiquita.
Okay, y'all need to pray for me because my mind is tripping today. I forgot again. It's about this show.
All right, so let me answer Corinne's question fully, and then you'll get some memories here. Can we get? Oh yes. Okay. Somebody's asking we get quantum physics info too. Interesting. Okay, I'll think about it.
Okay, I remember.
Okay, you remember?
Before you like break news that's like gonna ship some stuff, are you gonna tell us first? You know, kind of like, you know.
No, I will not. I will not. Yes, that's all right. So now you're pulling more out of me for sure, because that helps me answer Corinne's question. I was hoping, because her question makes me do all this, and I was hoping I'd get some more meat to answer even more. You will not know. That's why I went out my way not to show the written episodes. So I had to pause a little bit while Susan asked her question, copy and paste, create another note, because I was doing my very best not to show you how many is what in what and how. Because someone's going to ask, well, Antonio, if you got 5 minutes, can you really go in depth in 5 minutes? Someone was going to ask that question, because I would have asked that question. And then I would have said something like, well, yeah, I can. And then we said, what happens if you do multiple stories and such, and all sorts of stuff. What I can tell you is that in each section, in the show notes, doesn't matter where it's at, all sources will be in the show notes in each section. Now we already talking. Because if you are a strategic thinker like Susan, or someone like Sugar that wants to get more and learn more, then you can go to the show notes, hear what I just said, see if it's true. That's already different. That is now already different from what is news. It's already different from what is news, because I didn't just draw from Real Time from Bill Maher and John Oliver. I also drew from Houston Baptist University that said you can't say nothing that's not true. Show your sources. I sure did. I sure did. So not only is every single thing on the show backed up with written word, sources, date, and time. So you're not just going to get the sources, you're going to get the date, you're going to get the time, and the author. All right. You're going to get the date, the time, the author, and the link back to what was said. And you won't have to go search for it in order. So when you go, let me share this screen again. So when you go in the show notes, it's going to have links all in here. I want to show you, but some of y'all are so smart that you'll take a screenshot real quick and save it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm worried about copyright, because it's news. It's just that I don't want you to see it yet until you see it, because this show is going to be all
you
the
best
stuff.
Not show it.
I know. This
Because
show
I will screenshot.
You and Tempest. Look, he done put his phone up. You go ahead and show it.
Screenshotted it first time.
As you said, sure, he screenshot the flow. I do understand. Now, there's no politics because politics are irrelevant to your money for the most part. I am not telling you politicians are not. Listen to what I'm saying. Politicians are absolutely relevant for your money. Okay? Y'all got me? Politics are not. What do I mean by that? Joe Biden will affect the economy just as Donald Trump has in two different ways. And I will have to tell Jerry where to invest at or look at because Joe Biden is president.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm an IT manager / superhero.
Pete, bad news.
What happened?
I put a very expensive latte on top of my car, drove off, and it spilled. It's bad.
How's that my problem?
Oh, my laptop was up there too.
Okay, that's why we use connection services to manage our cloud. Everything's backed up. I can access your stuff remotely. You won't miss a meeting.
I really wanted that latte, Pete.
For hardware, software, support, and empathy. For Pete's sake, connect with Connection.
The level of connection you feel in your home dramatically influences your experiences there. Get the tools to control that connection in your communities with the first multifamily platform that unifies management and resident experiences to create smart apartments. Talk to a RealPage consultant today to see how your properties can meet the future of multifamily with the Smart Building Suite.
It doesn't matter if Jerry voted for him because we ain't talking about politics. I'm going to say, here are the sectors rising right now under the Biden administration. The last 6 days, this is that. The last 60, this is this. Here are what experts say. Don't take my word. Here's the expert saying it. Sugar, you might want to put your money over there. Do you get it? It doesn't matter if you vote for him. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Listen, it does not matter if you vote for him or not. Do you want to know how to grow your green money? No, nobody wants to know.
That's the part I was asking
All
about.
right.
So are we gonna get that? You ain't got to even go into all these details. You just drop the link in the group and be like, invest here now. It's about to drop to the world. That's all.
That's exactly.
Before you drop it on the news.
Okay, I got you. Yes, that's because basically, in order for me to pull off what we pull off for the business university, Grace, Deanna, they have to read a lot. And then I have to read even more than them. And you only get as beautiful as
you get to read. You don't have to read.
Well, that's right. I get to read. You're right. And y'all get maybe 10% of what I consume because I can't tell you stuff but 3 times a week on business, sales, and marketing. But I'm consuming maybe 900 articles a week. Even if I just read the headline and the main point, there's still some stuff you're missing. And all of that stuff is in this newscast. How does that apply? Yes, sir.
In order to pull this off, and I know you're going to pull it off, what's going to suffer? Because if you're going to do this the way I know you're going to do this, because I'm seeing Deanna sitting there rubbing her head. Deanna going, Lord, this boy done lost his mind. What's going to suffer? Okay.
Yeah, nothing but my game time at night. So I played a video game at night. Yeah, I played a video game at night, and what I've been doing is I've been sacrificing an hour or 2 from that, and then just writing episodes. Yeah, that's it. So that's it, because it's all written down. It's all written down. The biggest problem I've had with this is, so typically when I do stuff, I memorize it, and my memory is fantastic. I don't want to memorize daily news. I just, it's going to knock out some random sports statistics that I have in my head, and I want those. I want, that random sports statistic that I learned about on a beer bottle and a cap at a bar one day with the statistic in it. I want to know who won the home run, who won the pennant in 1972. I want to know these things. I don't want to take all that out. So I had to sacrifice my ego and have the laptop in the shot or almost. Chris is going to work that out today because I want to give you what is most accurate instead of me. That's been my hardest problem. Man, I don't want to make it look like I'm reading. No, I'm just literally going to sit up here and read the news. You get what I'm saying? And read a bunch of stuff and then commentate. That's been my hardest problem because I'm not a reader. I'm not. Even when as far as when I present, even when I talk to y'all, if I do a keynote, like I don't have notes in front of me and do that. I memorize it. I typically don't use paper when I speak. The paper's up here. I'm not telling you I'm off the hip. I'm saying I write it completely down, and then I have these memory tricks that let me memorize them. So I'm never off script. I suffered the first time I ever spoke. I used the paper and I bombed. I never did it again. I never went back. Never went back. I only need to bomb one time to know that I don't like it that way. That's it. That's it. Just so you know. Now I got a few private messages here. We will absolutely be talking about China. That's one of the very first episodes. Absolutely. I'll give you an idea. Let me pull up one of these episodes real quick. The main story in the first episode is the hacking of the cybersecurity hack that just happened from Department of Treasury and all sorts of stuff. Okay, that hacking. You need to know, like y'all need to know that it's going to take at least 18 months for us to undo what Russia did because they're still in the system. And y'all don't know that. And you need to know how it's going to affect your money. We're not talking about Russia, and we're not talking about the current administration. We saying, Jerry, this is what's happening. These places going to take a hit. You probably don't want to be in these places. However, what you can do is go over here and make money here, because guess what they're going to do? In reaction to what happened, they're going to buy over here. Why they're going to buy? Because of publicly traded companies. They gotta please their shareholders. So what should you do, Jerry? Go buy their what you call it when you save your face? Like go over there. They got a save face, invest over there. No, I mean literally get the egg off my face. Yeah, go ahead.
They've got to please their shareholders quarterly.
And you might as well put your money over there, Chiquita. Because if you know, all right, let's do it this way. Let me put it, every time I put something in relationship terms, everybody gets it. Everybody gets when I put it in relationship terms. Kobe Bryant, I don't want to use Kobe Bryant. Me, I cheat on my wife, Cancer Cup. Okay? And what do I have to do now? I got to buy a $2 million ring. If you know, if you know, I got to buy a $2 million ring. Jerry, you might as well been the person to invest in the diamond, the gold, the something, or at least have me go to your store. This is all I'm saying, y'all. Right? You understand? If you know that I have to go save face, then make sure when I spend the money, it goes in your hands. Politics really don't mess with your money. Excuse me. What is the noun of politics doesn't mess with your money. The politicians do. But there's no politics on this show because we don't care. We do not care about politics. We care about your money. Okay? There's a whole situation about their shareholders too. That's what Tim want to talk to me about the story, and I've been reading. Can we have a memory trick class? The answer is yes. We're gonna go over time a little bit. Let me poll my audience real quick. I can remember in 5 minutes. Give me a second. I can remember a 500-digit number in 5 minutes, front to back, back to front, or in any random order. It's not that I'm smart. The Army taught me how. You need 3 things to memorize things. You need a file. You should probably start writing down because I'm going to ask you a question. You need action, and you need an image. File, action, image, and I'll give you the other names for it. Now you're going to write that same thing down. I'm just going to give you the other names for it. You need 1, location. 2, sticky. Just put that's it. And then 3, picture. In fact, sticky should have been glue. That's how I learned it. That's it. Glue. Sticky. So just know sticky means glue. You need file, action, glue. Here's how your memory works. How many of you have walked up on somebody and oh my God, what is his name? Anybody? Can I get anybody? It's in your memory. The problem is you don't have files for stuff. So you have just because your brain is a big room. And all you've done, like the back of Deanna's car, you just threw everything on the floor.
Now you gotta find it.
Well, it's clean now, so I can do it. It's clean. It's clean. I'm talking about past stuff. You just threw everything on the floor. You threw the names on the floor. You threw statistics, everything. So now when your brain tries to pull it up, oh my God, what's the name? And you can't remember the name because your brain is pulling up things. Oh my God, I don't know. And now you run past that conversation. 8 hours later, you're on your way home. You're at the light and you go, Jonathan, that's his name. You weren't even thinking about it. Why? Because your brain never stopped doing this. You get what I'm saying? Now, let me get Deanna real quick. Go ahead, Deanna.
I just want to say, a part of me is offended and a part of me is happy because you just put a visual to what my brain looks like. When you say you just throw stuff on the floor, I do that in my head. I get stuff and I just throw it on the floor in my brain. So when I got that visual, I literally saw a room in my brain. And when I walk in, it's just stuff all over the place.
Yes.
So thank you.
My brain isn't like that. That brain isn't like that. The reason why how many of you have you've known me for a while now. Now, if some of you've been in person with me or anything, or we just had an extended conversation or something, how many times have you seen me forget someone's name? Because I have a picture for every name I come across. Put a pin in it, we'll come back. So I'm explaining this to you because Sugar's question makes me, I have to do this to answer her question. You'll see in a little bit. But all of you can remember your first car accident. Who remembers their first car accident? Watch this here. Let me show you how good memory is. Was it nighttime or daytime? Daytime. What color was the car?
Blue.
All right, Sugar. What did you have on that day? Hold on. I mean, you might. There you go.
I had on white shorts, and a red, white, and blue shirt, white tennis shoes, and white socks.
That's incredible. What year was this car accident? What year was this?
I was 9 years old, and it was Labor Day, 1969.
What did it smell like outside?
Summer.
And what did they have on?
The man had on something dark. The lady and the kids, I don't remember, but the man had on something dark.
Sugar, are you 12 years old right now? Like right now, are you 12? How old are you?
31.
No, how old are you? You're 31. She's 31 years old. Okay. So Sugar is 31 years old and she remembers from 9. Isn't that impressive? Psychologists call that flash bulb memory. Thank you, Sugar, with your 31-year-old self. Y'all clap for her.
That's right.
Now, you see, I went right along with it because that's what her doggone age is. That dog not gonna have me getting in trouble. Nah. That's called flash bulb.
That's just from the years that were lost in the dark. So I'm
right.
31.
Yeah, I know that's right. Good stuff. Now, think about it. That's flash bulb memory. What does that mean? It means, can you recopy and paste the picture, the location glue? No, actually, no. I'm going to put it in simple words. The location, glue, and picture. Copy and paste that. The glue is why Sugar remembers that. That's stuck to her brain. Psychologists call it flash bulb memory. You ever seen a light go out and it flashed, and even though it went out, you still saw that. You blink your eyes and you still see that flash bulb. This is what we're over a camera flash. That's what happens to your memory. Is stuck on your brain. Why? Because her emotion, her fear, the adrenaline, all that stuff stuck it through her brain. And now somebody, not Jerry. That's why Tiffany said, "Don't do this. Don't read this out loud." I keep forgetting looking at red. Now I'm reliving my first car accident.
How traumatic.
Yeah, right.
I was pinned in the car.
That's why you remember.
That's one of the reasons that I remember it so vividly, because I was pinned under the car. The car, and they had to use the jaws of life to get me out.
That is what if I can teach you how to remember like that everything?
I would love it.
All right. So all of that to now ask you this question. Now that you just saw an example of that, and as much participation as possible, how many of you would like who did that?
We already know the question. Yes.
Okay. So is the answer yes? How many more of you have that emphatic, quick yes?
Yes. Yeah. Come on, you know it's yes.
All right. Then the answer to your question is yes, Sugar, but that's not the way you asked it was, can I go over that? That's not something you go over. That's an entire course. Yes, that never goes away. It will go away because you only need to know so much. But that's quite lengthy, and it has small sections, and I have to teach you everything. So y'all want me to teach you what military intelligence taught me? Okay. All right. Okay. Write that down. Send it to me.
Should we bring our military uniform to the class? Amazon sells,
Well, you know what? You sure can. You sure can. The reason why I can remember 500.
What's up?
I got it. It's the reason why I can remember 500 things in 5 minutes. It's because by default, I have 500 memory files. I have 10 on my body, 30 in the house I was adopted in. The entire city of Galveston is 25 for me. I have 10 in my first car, 10 in my second car. In my house, there are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 in my house, I have 10 and Tempest old Honda Civic. I have 10 in her new car, and blah, blah, blah. I have 500 memory locations at the ready. All my keynotes. Oh, go ahead, Jerry.
I'm already getting nervous about the test.
It's not as hard as you think. It's not as hard as I can actually teach you how to remember all the presidents of the United States in probably 15 minutes. It's not as hard as you think. Law, go ahead.
I think this is a really, really cool concept. Netflix has a show called Lock and Key, right? Where they can actually enter into each other's minds or what have you. And the way that you're expressing how the file system works, they have it broken down like that. And it makes me wonder, was the creator within military intelligence or what? Because this is awesome.
Yeah, if not, then they got a consultant who was, yeah, or a memory champion like Ron White from years ago. I don't know who's. I had the current memory champion on the Secrets of Success podcast a year ago or a year and a half ago. He's on there somewhere. I don't know what season. It's too many. I'm almost at 300 episodes, so there's no way that I would know where and when. But yeah, those are just low. Yes, ma'am.
Did the files ever increase or decrease or change with age?
No, that's the whole. No. Age has nothing to do with your memory, and they're going to tell you that that's just not true. That's just not true. Yeah. No, age has nothing to do with your memory. You can be as quick with your mind at 100 as you can at 18. You really can. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, they've proven I can have you sit in front of me. I can open a newspaper, have you look at it for 5 seconds, close it, and you get everything in there. You can recall everything in there. It's in your subconscious mind. The question is, can you recall it?
That is exactly why I'm only talking about the files. The files help you recall. The glue sticks it to your brain, and that's the action. And the picture is what you need to recall what you're trying to recall. So I'll give an example and then we're in. Give me, I need something. What do y'all want to memorize? Just anything, just something make it as weird as possible so we can Google it. As weird as possible. It needs to be insane. Something that nobody should know, not even my little crazy self. Right? Then what is you got one. The random brain has one. Come on.
How many SUVs specifically did Toyota produce in 2008?
Fantastic. I don't know why your brain does that. Fan-damn-tastic, I tell you.
I know the answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, too many.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, too many. And there is Law again. We'll refresh him just on GP to see how this has gone. And 24 likes, 66 views. Good job, y'all. He's got and 21 comments. There it is. All right, Law. Law, did I give you this flow right here, or did you?
Nope, that was me. Thank you, Kane.
Okay, all right. You're doing all right. I got a whole note in my notes. I'll show you. I have oh, you can't see that. I have oh, no. I'm not gonna show you that because my actual episode is up. Never mind. Well, let's just keep going back to I almost messed up. See that? Don't take long. How many SUVs did Toyota make in 2008? 2008. Used Toyota, blah, blah, blah. What does it do? List of Toyota vehicles. We'll just do this here for sake of time. And then we have all these. Fantastic. I'm going to show you really quickly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Actually, we'll do 10. I want to have y'all memorize the first 10 of these in 3 minutes or so we can get out of here. Okay. Now, I'm going to stop the screen and give it to y'all. Let's do files first. Everyone, point to the top of your head. No, the actual top of your head. That it like literally, yes, the crown of your head, way up there. Well, you tell, don't touch that baby head there. That's file number 1. Everybody got it? Where's file number 1? All right. Everybody go to file number 2, which is your nose and mouth at the same time. All of it, the whole nose and mouth, all of it. Outstanding, outstanding. File number 3 is your throat. File number 3 is your throat. Notice that one does not look like, your head doesn't look like your nose. And the reason I didn't say nose and lips, that's too close. That's why I said all of it. And your throat is different, isn't it? Can you see how different my locations are? Everybody go to file number 4, which is your ribs, both sides, your ribs. I don't want you to think about the fat over them. I mean, your ribs, X-ray vision all the way to your ribs. That's file number 4. Okay. What's file number 1? Crown. What's file number 2?
Nose and mouth.
That's good. What's file number 3?
Throat.
What's file number 4?
Ribs.
All right. See, pretty easy, right? Now, file number 5 is, what else about 5 on me? Is your hips. And I don't mean however you vision hips. In my case, I visualize the actual bone of the hips. However you want to do that, it's up to you. The actual bone of the hips. That's number 5. Number 6 is your kneecaps. 6 is your kneecaps. I know the thing that makes it tough to get out of bed in the morning. Yeah, 6 is your kneecaps. 7 is your shins. Yes, 7 is your shins. 7 is your shins. 8 is the top of your foot. 8 is the top of your foot. 9 is the bottom of your foot. The actual bottom of your foot. Everybody got me? The bottom of your foot. Everybody understand? And then 10 is your pinky toe. Because everybody, a lot of likes or hates their pinky toe. There you go. That's it. What's file number 1? What's file number 2?
Nose and mouth.
What's file number 3?
Throat.
What's file number 4?
Ribs.
File number 5.
Hips.
File number 6.
Knees.
File number 7.
Shins.
File number 8.
Top of your feet.
File number 9.
Bottom of your feet.
File number 10.
Pinky toe.
Where Eddie Murphy, she said where Eddie Murphy shot Della Reese pinky toe off. All right. You so black. You just so. She talking about Harlem Nights, y'all. You got to be part of the black culture to understand.
There's
that.
a children's song in there somewhere too, I think.
You so right. Now, all those are your files. That's where you're going to store the stuff. What you need next now is glue. This means action. This means when I tell you what's happening next, you have to do the most silly or gross or something to that file. Whenever you can't remember something, it happens in 3 spots. You don't have a location for it, you don't have a strong enough action for it, or your picture is not good enough. That's the only 3 things that happens. Okay? All right. Now, we're going to put on file number 1, 100 years on top of our head. I'll help you out with the first picture. The 1, the 0, and the other 0 are at Thanksgiving dinner. Can you see it? I need you to see one eating, and one just made fun of both zeros because they fat. And both zeros just sat on and one. And they won't let one up. And one is crying to his wife, and his wife is laughing. All of that. Okay? This is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. Is anybody ever going to forget that? No. All right? Can you see? So now you got location and you got glue. What is the 100 doing? All right, got to think. Y'all can unmute your mics too and tell me at Thanksgiving dinner doing what?
At Thanksgiving dinner.
Doing what?
Eating, laughing,
Getting sat on.
and getting sat on. Yeah. Trying to get up off the floor right now.
There it is. There it is. Good, good, good. Now, while they're eating and doing all that stuff, they jump up and down on number one 67 times. Everybody get it? Come on. Come on. What's happening now?
It jumped down 67 times on number one.
67 times. Okay, 5 more minutes and we'll be done. On top, you can put a trampoline, you can put high heels, you can do whatever you want to do. It don't matter to me. It just needs to be a strong enough action. Okay? Strong enough action. Strong enough action. Everybody got it? Okay. Now let's do what's file location number 2?
Nose and mouth.
Nose and mouth. Outstanding. For some reason, you went to the Queen of England and took her crown.
What?
And put it on your nose and mouth. You didn't know she played a trick on you. She super glued it, and now it's stuck to your nose and mouth. And the glue was so strong, it took 55 people to rip that crown off your mouth. The good thing is, it didn't give you too much skin damage. Okay?
Got to grow my mustache back.
You grew your mustache back. There you go. Everybody got me? All right, we'll do one more. What's happening, though? We got to review now. What's happening in file location number 2?
You got the Queen of England with the super glue crown.
Super glue crown. But what's happening? Pain. Pain, right? All right, got me, right? Pain and stuff. You see it? But how many people it took to take the crown off?
55.
55. All right. How many times did the zeros jump on the number one?
67.
67. Outstanding. Outstanding. All right. Good. We got it. But it was 1 and 2 zeros for 100. Okay. Outstanding. We'll do one more. Let's see. What's file location number 3?
Throat.
Throat. All right. File location number 3 is throat. Mariah Carey jumped in your throat and started singing them high notes that only she can hit.
Oh, that's it.
Now, all of a sudden, you got Mariah Carey vocals. You understand?
Rap playing.
The old Mariah Carey or this new one?
The old one. The old one. Yeah. Yeah. The one in them 90s. That one. You got them 90s vocals. Yeah. She wouldn't even drink it then, right? She got them 90s vocals. Okay. Now she's in your throat and so now you got the gift of Mariah Carey. Okay. And you got her gift and all your gifts, and now you so cold. At the Grammys this year, they nominated you for 2014 Grammys. They made up new sections for you. That's how cold you is. 2014 Grammys. Okay? All right, everybody got that? Let's review. What's happened? What is file location number 1?
Crown.
Outstanding. And what is happening on the crown of your head?
100 is fighting, jumping on. Well, so
No,
the
you're right.
zeros is jumping on the one from the 100.
How many
67
times?
times.
There you go. What's file location number 2?
Nose and mouth.
All right. File location number 2 is nose and mouth. What's happening on your nose and mouth?
55 people rip a crown off my face.
55 people rip a crown off my face. There you
Queen
go.
of England.
Queen of England. Outstanding. And what's file location number 3?
Baby, I'm Mariah Carey.
That's it. That's it. I can't even do it the way he do it. I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. He's Mariah Carey.
2014 Grammys.
2014 Grammys. That's it. 2014 Grammys. Now let me show you what I did. What is the first car that Toyota ever made? Is it Toyota? A 1967 Century. What happened on your crown? I'm sorry. What happened on the crown of your head?
100 Century.
The century number 100 is jumping, having a fight, and jumped on your head how many times? 67 times. So how hard would it be when it's time for you to recall 67 times it jumped on there and it's 100? A 1967 Century is what you would say on Jeopardy. Alex, what is 1967 Century? Did everybody get it? Everybody get it? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, tell me what's happening in file location number 2. Queen Elizabeth took the crown. How many people?
55.
And the second car they made was a 1955 crown.
Crown Vic. Wow.
It's starting to make sense now, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. And then the third one was a 2014 Mirai. 2014 Mirai. Law, tell me what happened on your third. It's right here. Tell me what happened on your third memory file.
I got nominated for 2014 Grammys, and I got Mariah voice inside of me.
There you go. Wow. Y'all clap for yourselves. Come on, meet your mic. Clap for yourself.
That's amazing.
Right. We in the military.
So you're saying you have to be crazy to memorize? Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yes,
Antonio?
absolutely. Yes, sir.
Jerry Lucas, who played basketball for Ohio State and then played for the New York Knicks. After he ended his basketball career, he went around as a memory expert, and he would memorize 50 pages of the New York phone book. They would give him the New York phone book. They'd pick any 50 pages, and he would memorize 50 pages of the New York phone book. So you can do Jerry Lucas memory 50 pages. Just Google it, and it comes up. It shows you how he would do it.
That's incredible. That's a lot.
They have memory competitions and everything. There are lots of memory competitions out there.
Oh yeah, they got them.
Antonio.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember, what's the name of that movie with Denzel Washington when he memorized the Bible?
Eli.
Yeah, that's a great example.
Yep.
Book of Eli.
Yep, Book of Eli. Absolutely. Now, once you get your memory files, so right now, all of you have enough training to memorize 10 things. You just need to practice enough to where your files are natural for you. It's the reason why when I say my hips, in my case, it's my actual bone. It's because my hip isn't strong enough. But anytime I got to remember something, it's always sliding or doing the X Games, surfboarding or snowboarding on the bone of my hip. No matter what, it's always doing that. Right? Because if you put the bone, your hip kind of does that. And it's always whatever it is, doesn't matter. It's always dipping, doing X Games, snowboarding, backflips on my hip. That's why I do the bone. That may not work for you. It works for me that way. You understand? The reason I did not pick my thigh is because I kept messing it up. My thigh was too close to my hip. So I moved it from my hip to my thigh to my hip to my kneecap. You understand? The reason I put my pinky toe there is because I got a little brown pinky toenail. You understand? And I don't like it. It's pretty. I don't like it. And since I don't like it, I got emotion behind it, right? You understand? And since I got emotion behind it, easy to remember a file there. Don't laugh at me. You don't like your pinky toe either. You understand what I'm saying?
Who told you it was pretty?
My confidence did. That's it. But y'all get the point. So that's that. And that's why it has to be an entire course, because there's no way that you can do that without just from some talk for 2 hours, 1 hour, or whatever. So anywho, go ahead, Law, and I'm wrapping it up right now.
That same concept also appeared in the movie Doctor Sleep. When they do enter each other's minds, you'll see file systems, and everyone's file system is slightly different too.
I did not know that. I need to watch some of these movies y'all watch. Hopefully that has been educational for you, and hopefully also that is something that you would enjoy and keep forever. Trust me, I will put it in there. It will not be in the freshman level. You will get it for free. I don't know where I'm gonna put it at though. And yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, very welcome. Very welcome. Yes, sir.
Can we get some more?
Oh, can you get some more? Well, you can't get some more right now. You can't get some more right now. I want to respect your time. And listen, that's somebody. It's 9 o'clock at night over there for him. So he's like, I just ate. And you're feeding me more. So I definitely understand that. The news will be nothing but. Oh, go ahead, Chiquita. I think you're unmuted.
I just want to say thank you for this memory training situation, because I like work. Sometimes I worry sometimes because I'll be reaching for thoughts and they're not there, or I'll be thinking of a word and I can't recall it at that moment. And that's a little scary because my grandmother has dementia. So I'm like, first of all, you too young for this. And I watched a Netflix show that was talking about the competitions that they were doing, and the girl who won was like breaking down how she uses memory, how she memorizes stuff, numbers and stuff like that, and she links it to images and stuff like that. So for you to break it down and take us through this exercise, I am so grateful. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Yeah, I didn't very well. Yeah, I can clap for her for that, because that's a big breakthrough. Big breakthrough for sure. Actually, before I say something to that, go ahead, Law.
One final question. How does this differ from photographic memory? Because I remember studying or what have you, and I wouldn't say that I have photographic memory, but maybe I have like a touch of it. But anyway, whenever I'm studying, I would write down whatever it is I'm trying to remember. And when I'm on the exam or whatever it is, I can remember exactly how it is that I wrote it. So like the formulas and stuff and mathematical equations, I just write it down.
Okay. Can you get Tempest, if you're there, can you unmute your mic for me real quick? Can you shoot her a message real quick, because this is what she normally double taps and she may not be available. Let's just see real quick. Let me address Chiquita real quick. I feel you. I feel you more than what you're saying, because people get dementia, it's hereditary, and you get to the point where you're like, man, this has happened to me. I'm gonna be the same way. And so she just had a breakthrough, and that's an amazing thing. That's an amazing thing. So shout out to you and your breakthrough and your relatives and everybody. So shout out to you for that. That's a form of photographic memory. You are also a visual learner, and that's why you can't remember it. Now, I am too a visual learner. I just do better audible. No, I'm both, but I like audio better because my brain moves too fast, and I just won't pay attention if it's easy. So if I don't have a photographic memory, it's near photographic. You understand? I can anything I see, I can remember. That's why I was trying to call Tempest to see if she's here. If I can see it, I can remember it. The problem is that if I see stuff, I just automatically go, this is too easy. And when something's too easy, I get bored. I am the student that you got mad at in class. I was a class clown because I had already solved the problems. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you what student I was, okay? Yeah, you keep me busy, or you better get me out this class and put me in the 9th grade or something. Because I'm about to tear your whole class up. The whole class about to tear, because I'm bored as hell. Everybody's distracted. I got these jokes back here. It's going down because I ain't got nothing else to do but tear your class up. Nope, I would love you. You stay busy. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this is why I do my keynotes this way. I write every keynote down. I write every class down that y'all have ever heard me teach. The reason why y'all could go all the way left field and I bring it back is because my memory files ain't got nothing to do with y'all conversation. I'm just letting you go because it's great for the class. It's open source learning. I'm just letting it go and I'm going all over. And then I come right back. So when y'all hear me say, and it happens often here, well, let's just throw out the whole script. I don't mean that as something cool to say. I'm saying I'm literally throwing out the whole script that I have memorized because now, I actually did it right now. We were talking about MExit news and then we did this here. Because what you're asking can't be little. It would do you a disservice for it to be so little. So I got you. We'll take good care of you on that. Typically, and this is unfair. Now this part, no worries. This part is unfair, and I recognize this is unfair. But I'm going to also tell you, don't apologize when you have an unfair advantage. Just don't, because everyone has an unfair advantage. Mine just doesn't look like yours. What I can do is I process information faster than anybody that I know. And that gives me an unfair advantage of memory. Because you can't process something that you're also not memorizing. It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. All my college career spent no time studying. None. If Tempest was here, she would tell you, I just open up the book 5 minutes before class, before the quiz, do my little thing, and I go, I'm ready. And she can't stand it. She'll tell you the story one day. She can't stand it. And I go in there and I knock out the A real quick. It's easy. But anybody can learn it. Now, of course, if you learn it, you may not be as good as me because I have a gift in this. So it's not a skill set for me. When you put a skill on top of a talent, it's exponential growth. Okay. Just if you don't have a talent, you put a skill, you're great. But if you put a skill on top of Tiger Woods, then you become Tiger Woods. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, a couple things. Think of the word task, talent, attitude, skills, knowledge, and style. Those are the 5 things that you need to create behavior. So do you have the talent for what you're working for? Attitude is important, but when I hear people say attitude is everything, I go, wrong. Attitude is not everything. So then do you have the skills? Then do you have the knowledge? And then what's your style? So that's what creates behavior, those 5 things. You mentioned about this. A friend of mine made a bet. We had an English class where we were doing oral book reports. And for some reason, I don't know how we came up with it. I said, here's what we'll do. In between classes, I'll let you go to the library. I'll let you pull any book out of the library. I will look at it, and then I will give the oral book report. And I did, and we got an A. I got an A, and it freaked him out. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. But you've got the gift. He's got the gift. And that's that. Thank y'all very much. The MExit news would hopefully be unlike that anything you've ever seen. The real goal, here's the real goal that I'm probably never going to say out loud again. So y'all catch it. I'm probably never going to say out loud again. The real goal is to disrupt the news industry completely and move this from podcast YouTube to a bona fide news station that everyone depends on instead of the others. That's the goal. To have surefire, 100% proven news that is not unbiased. We are very biased to the middle class. That's it. We're biased to the middle class. We're biased for prosperity. I cannot tell you we're unbiased because all the news, Jerry, is slanted for you making money. That's one hell of a bias. But if I wanted my news to have a bias, it's to put money in my pocket. It's to put money in my pocket. And if it puts money in your pocket, we talk about it. If it takes money out your pocket, we warn you about it and then talk about how to put money in your pocket. That's the real goal. The goal is to force CNN, Fox, and anybody else, Bloomberg, etc., to buy me. I probably won't sell, or give me your customers. Get down or lay down. It's the only way I build. Last words on you, Phil.
I'd like to apply for the part of the news program called the Enjoyment Report.
I like that. I like that a lot. Y'all give me some ideas too. Y'all giving me some ideas. Write that down for me. Enjoyment Report. Send it to me. Thank y'all. I am unmuted. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate you. We'll see you at 11 for Esoteric. And let me just tell you, this class is a doozy. Yeah, but it keeps going. All right, everybody. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate. Y'all have a good one. See you in an hour and a half. All right, everybody.
Only Sector Spider ETFs divide the S&P 500 into 11 investable pieces. You can now customize the S&P 500 by overweighting and underweighting sectors to meet your investment objectives. Before investing, consider the fund's objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Visit sectorspiders.com for a prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully. Distributed by Alps Portfolio Solutions Distributor, Inc., a FINRA member.
The level of connection you feel in your home dramatically influences your experiences there. Get the tools to control that connection in your communities with the first multifamily platform that unifies management and resident experiences to create smart apartments. Talk to a RealPage consultant today to see how your properties can meet the future of multifamily with the Smart Building Suite.